Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you chicken's feet stew peas or chicken foot stew peas. If you want to get English, say chicken's feet. If you want to be typical, chicken foot. So a tablespoon and a half, tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of sea salt. Spring of thyme, 4 to 6 garlic cloves, two stalks of scallion, 1 cup of kidney beans, a small onion, half of a chocha slice and dice, optional. A Scotch bonnet pepper, this is 1 pound of chicken's feet. Tablespoon of dried basil, old cloves, about 2 or 3 old cloves, marjoram, a teaspoon of marjoram, rosemary, half a teaspoon of rosemary, parsley, a tablespoon of dried parsley, or fresh. You can use any of these herbs fresh, and a pinch of oregano. Oregano is optional, and a tablespoon of white vinegar, and about 2 or 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. This is what I use instead of butter. If you want to spruce the taste up a little, just a grater of nutmeg. Natural. Wash the beans with the white vinegar and just wash these. Usually you don't wash the ones in the pack, because they usually are clean. But these wholesale types, you gotta rinse them. I didn't say earlier, but we're gonna use some spinach dumplings, so you're gonna need flour and a pinch of salt, some water, and we're gonna stir everything down in about 6 cups of water, 6 to 8 cups of water. I think it's gonna be 6. Alright, just throw this out. Look, so dirty. That's why it's important. So it's dirty. That's why it's important to clean it. Alright, put fresh water in this and allow it to soak for 15 minutes. Alright, add 1, add 2. We're going to add the seasoning twice. So let's peel this off. Let's take the dead leaves off. And cut the tips off. Or rinse that. And peel this choo-choo. Peel the skin off. next layer. Spring time. Rinse this off. Just dice it. Just dice the chucha in half-inch cubes. Here. About it. I'm gonna start with a tablespoon of salt. But then add 2, as well as white vinegar. Alright, herbs then. Nutmeg. Oh, add 1. Just like a touch. Nutmeg is optional, you know that. Pimento berries, teaspoon. Parsley, tablespoon. Half over here, half over there. Or a tablespoon and a half. Rosemary, half a teaspoon over here. Half a teaspoon, put half over here, half over there. Basil, dried basil, a tablespoon, half over here, half over there. I'm not using no oregano. Oregano, I'm just going to use like a baby pinch. Like a baby pinch. All cloves. All cloves. I'm just going to use 2. 1, 2. And this is marjoram. Half a teaspoon. or about a teaspoon. Alright, piece of ginger, it's optional as well, but because this is natural cooking, I like to use a piece of ginger to, to give the tangy, to give it a tang taste. Half over here, half over there. Cover this. A tomato, if you had a tomato, you could put it in that too, but I don't today, so cover this, put this aside for later. Alright, now we're going to prep this. With a tablespoon of white vinegar. And cut this off. Cut the nails off. Use the food scissors and just cut the nails off. So once you cut off everything, just strip this off, make sure it's clean. Just kind of take this off. If you cut it, just use your finger and just prise it up. You see what they do to get the scale off is they burn this. That's why this is so black. They burn it and then strip it. Or they put it in hot water. Dip it in hot water. Let it stay for a little while. Not to cook it, and then strip it off. Let's remove this best as possible. Alright. Let's cut off. Let's cut here. Alright. So let's wash it properly. Make sure they wash properly. Alright, let's throw this out and rinse it and then come back. Let's clean the surface with some bleach. Alright, this is what it looks like. This releases the gas when it burns. Just remove this water. Now we're going to pressure cook it. Add 6 cups of water. Once it starts to whistle, we're going to time it for 12 minutes. Put your stove gauge on 6. And once it starts to whistle, I know I said 12 minutes, but 14 minutes. We're going to pressure the beans for 14 minutes, add the chicken's feet, and then pressure that for 5 minutes. And 1 minute for cooling while it's going to be cooking while it's cool. Once it starts to whistle, put your stove gauge on low and set your timer for 14 minutes. So that we're going to make this dumpling spinners freelance. That's the idea. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Alright, after the time, let's turn it off. If you're in a hurry, run the spark over water until the hair releases or emerges into water. But don't ever take this up. The flavor releases that way. Allow it to cool. It's not quite finished. So add season 1. set your timer for, once it starts to whistle, set your timer for 5 minutes. As for this, usually it's 1 in every 4. So if it's a cup of flour, you use quarter cup of water. But visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Alright, once it starts to whistle, set your timer for 5 minutes and put your stove gauge on low. Alright, after 5 minutes, turn it off and allow it to cool. Alright. So you want it. So, tender. In case you might be wondering. Alright, add season 2. Put stove gauge on low and just allow it to simmer. Cover it properly. Add a tablespoon of coconut oil. Usually I don't cook with butter, but today I'm gonna add butter, but I'm gonna add it near to the end, about 2 tablespoons, or 1. And if you have a small carrot, you can dice that and add it to the end to it. Alright, this is 5 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna add a half cup of water. So that's 6.5 in all. Just cover it, allow it to simmer on 5, same way till the second set of seasoning. Alright, this is 10 minutes. Alright, we're gonna add the spinach now. Just do it like this. still on low, just cover it properly and allow simmering. Like low, not very low, low. Just see low. What I did, I pressured the peas 1 minute less because I want the peas to be firm, as well as the chicken's feet. I want it to be firm. You're gonna see. So now what I'm doing is just slow cooking it. By the time we pressured it, I put it on low and just allow it to simmer slowly. Alright, this is 20 minutes. Taste it for salt. Add half a tablespoon more, so it's a tablespoon and a half of salt. Cover it and allow it to simmer on low all this time. Right, this is 30 minutes. Stir gently. Just allow on low same way. This is a word of advice. You saw where I had the water. You could have used half cup of coconut milk, or you can add some coconut powder. No. But dilute it. Dilute the coconut powder with the water. Or you can sprinkle coconut powder on top. You can sprinkle coconut powder on top, but just do it lightly and stir as you sprinkle. This is 33 minutes. So just gonna stir the scene. Stir it in gently. Just cover it and allow it to simmer for a minute. Then we're going to turn the stove up in the next minute and then thicken it and finish. 34. Now turn the stove gauge up on 4. Medium low. Remove the time sticks. Let's cover it and allow it to simmer. Just a tip, if the chicken's feet is already cooked and it's stew already and you still have too much water, what you can do is open the pot lid and just allow it, the water to evaporate and thicken. Once it's kind of stick to the bottom like, that's when it's thick enough and ready. That was 35. I want it thick. I'm gonna leave it open for a while. I'm leaving it open right now. Alright, it's thickening. It's 38 minutes. It looked like I could have gotten away with you putting the half cup more, but I was afraid it would start sticking early. So that's why I put that half cup more for insurance, just to be sure. It's okay. It's 40 minutes now, it's finished. Just turn it off. Or you can let it boil for 2 more minutes and think about it's finished. Let's allow it until you're ready to serve. Say you wasn't ready to serve, you could have finished 5 minutes prior to the time and then just lower it, and then when you're ready to start, now you just hot it up and let it cook for about 5 or 8 minutes. I went and took a break. I'm warming up, so you see it got thicker. See, this is how you want it. It's perfect. I'm gonna serve right now. Chicken's feet, stewed peas, no ketchup. Nice. Like it. Enjoy. The peas firm and nice. I did one with by adding ketchup, and while I was eating, I was just wondering to myself. I was actually saying to myself that I like mine better with ketchup, but I was told traditionally they don't add ketchup. Jamaicans do not add ketchup to stew peas, but I've been doing it for years with the ketchup. I don't know if it's because my mouth is used to the taste or what, but I like the ketchup one better, personally.